Surprised you made it on time.
All right. I'll buy it. Why wouldn't I be here?
I just figured your new PR guy had you doing a couple radio shows and TV shows this afternoon, talking yourself up.
Oh, man. Look who just rented a condo in your headspace. Hey, look, if you're not careful, I might just buy the whole building.
Okay, so you got jokes, huh? You ever get tired of hearing your own hustle?
There it is. My first down payment.
So it's all you now, huh? Just you and baby Zuckerberg?
Zach's on all the mad ants, all right? This exposure's good for all of us. We all win.
Mad ants aren't going anywhere. He needs to just focus on looks from the league. Everything else is a waste of time.
So what, you think that he's gonna help you with the scouts, too?
I know he's gonna help you. But you're in my way.
Have you heard about Vlad?
Nah, who's Vlad?
The Romanian guy on the Nets. They just brought him over. Vlad the Impaler?
I didn't see a Vlad on the roster.
Their center.
Andre Haji?
Right, yeah, but they call him Vlad the Impaler.
Hey, man, don't sweat it, Howie. Whoever he is, we got this.
Oh, you know something I don't?
Yeah. I read up this morning on Wayne Hoops HQ. The vlog called us out, saying that the key to this game is neutralizing Haji. And the only way to do that is to get everybody involved, so that's what I'm gonna do.
Are you looking to get a triple-double?
I'm looking to win, baby. Win.
Hello, everyone, from beautiful Fort Wayne, Indiana. I'm Blake Zuniga, alongside Tim Swartz and Brian Banafitemi. We've got Mad Ants basketball for you as they take on the Long Island Nets.
And of course, the player to watch out for in the Nets is Andre Haji, better known as Vlad the Impaler, a monster of a big man that is a top talent in the G League.
And with Vlad on one side and AI and Marcus Young on the other, you can expect a lot of beautiful basketball being played.
Well, the Mad Ants will have their work cut out for them. We'll see if they're up for the task as this game unfolds here tonight.
And for Long Island, Vlad is the star of the team, but to top to bottom, they have talent.
Absolutely. They provide a tough matchup for teams because they can run so many sets from inside and out. Reminds me a little bit of how the Denver Nuggets are constructed.
Yeah, great point, Brian.
Now, here's Kelsey. Pass to Haji. It's hauled in by the Mad Ants. Well, it has been said time and time again, but it doesn't make it any less true. The state of Indiana loves their basketball.
And it's one reason why a team like the Mad Ants can have such a devoted fan base. It goes across the entire state.
It's in everyone's DNA. Now, here's Kelsey. Pass to Haji. That's in for his first basket of the game after 3 attempts.
A wonderful inside score, really like an old school big man. You gotta like watching Haji do his thing down there.
And here's AI outside, and Andrews pulls it down.
Good pick, but he just couldn't make it count.
And he still owes his teammate a big pat on the back for setting that rock-solid screen.
And when Young is on the floor, you know he is going to be a threat to score.
Offense just comes so easy to Young, and he knows it. You hope he finds a way to expand his game, but when you need a bucket, he is such a good option to have.
Now here's Kelsey. Outside Andrews. Pass to Haji. Over Trigg. And he tries off glass, but it's no good.
It hasn't been an easy quarter for him, offensively speaking.
Now here's Young, defended by Nelson. AI with it. Back to Young, to the paint. Trigg. And And it's good. 2 points. One thing you have to admire about Coach Keller is his commitment to having the team stay involved with the community.
When you create an atmosphere like that within a locker room and the surrounding city, you get more than the sum of your parts. Keller inspires his players by really making what they do larger than the results on the floor.
He's got so many tricks in his bag, he will find a way to hurt you.
Young, good.
This is encouraging for sure. Young wanting to prove he's working on his handles and all-around game.
Timeout called, the Nets.
Man, Brian, he has to be concerned with all the missed shots. Every team is going to go through cold streaks, but you have to find a way. To stay productive during a shooting drought.
And he may be telling them to try to get to the line, earn some points on some freebies. Sometimes the free throw line can be your best friend when the shots aren't falling from the field.
Yeah, good idea. That might be able to get things right.
Now here's Price. James. He's covered by Tatum. Here's Russell. No good from three-point territory.
You know how things get around here in Fort Wayne. When the Mad Ants play, the entire city pays attention. The whole city shuts down as they love to support their local G League chapter.
Here's Fresh. From down in the low post, it goes. First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. High post, Connor Trigg. Outside Grace. Pass to AI. Screen by Grace. Yes, and it's AI picking up the assist. And you can see the respect and commitment both the fans and the Mad Ants show each other.
Yeah, it's great to see, and a lot of G League teams might not get the recognition they deserve around the country. But look, that is not the case here in Indiana. The Mad Ants are the story around these parts. Very passionate fans who really love this team.
I mean, Indiana loves their basketball.
Yeah, no doubt.
Howie Carter, not the most impactful player on the floor for the Mad Ants, but he is a valuable member of the team.
Oh, absolutely. He can give them a spark on occasion, but he's one of those glue guys. Fantastic chemistry with the rest of the team, and he just knows his role.
They double him with AI. Now, here's Russell. He's closely guarded. Pass to Fresh. Mack, clock at 4. It's good, and he makes his first shot of the game. The Mad Ants leading. AI, defended by Fresh. AI outside. Back to Carter. This one for 3. Drills the three-pointer.
So that speaks to the intelligence of AI. Knows when one of his guys isn't being covered.
And that... Mad Ants out in front, leading by 9. And quarter 2 will get underway just after this short break.
Your section could have a chance to win some cool prizes. Coupons.
Well, not exactly a neck-and-neck game, but as the second quarter starts, there is plenty of time for a comeback. And guys, what's your take on the Mad Ants so far?
They've made the most of their fast break chances here in the early going.
Yeah, tie your shoelaces because they can run, and they've done a good job filling the lanes in transition.
Now here's AI. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. They get a hand on it, and stolen by AI.
Well, I'm not sure, Brian, if you caught the local news, but apparently some of the Mad Ant players played a pickup with some of the locals.
Yeah, a sight to see for sure. I believe it was AI and Tatum in a 2-on-2 game. You know, small things like that are what makes this team so endeared in Fort Wayne.
Yeah, they really love him out here.
Daniels. Yes, and it's AI picking up the assist.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Great ball movement.
Great ball movement indeed. That's an example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Now here's Odom. And here's Russell. An easy layup after coming off the pick.
The pick play worked ideally. Gave him more than enough room to get that shot off.
And the Mad Ants call time here. Here's Nelson. Good for the basket, starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Wow. I mean, come on, that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, it's just nowhere to be found.
Who are you to be criticizing defense, Tim? But anyways, look, they have to start committing more bodies down low.
At least I played some.
Oh, come on, I played too.
Now here's Carter. And there's a pick. And he sinks the shot coming off the strong pick.
Solid screen right there that freed him up for the jumper.
Now here's Russell, defended by Carter. They double him with AI. Pass to Haji. And here's James, down low, inside. Russell. And Carter pulls it down.
It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that one.
Very steady work they've been doing on the interior. Really a well-rounded effort overall.
And AI and the rest of the Mad Ants were involved in some community work recently. They had a booth at the State Fair.
You just have to love that the team is willing to take time and meet fans on an individual basis by having a booth at the fair. It just takes a day for the players, but goes a long way in developing ties with the community.
A dominating first half of play, and so far it hasn't been close. Mad Ants ahead, running away with it. And we will see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball in just a bit. Getting back to the action now, it's been a one-team show so far, but we'll see if that changes. You know, Paul Tatum has been exceptional here, guys.
Well, he created a lot of good shots for himself in the first couple of quarters, and he knew when to pass up on the tough ones.
And that led to a very high points per shot number for him. That's a stat that really tells you how efficient a player has been.
And with Marcus Young, perhaps the first thing you notice about him is the killer instinct on the court.
Young is a player that is always looking to exploit a weakness or catch a defender slipping up. Sometimes he'll get too focused on that aspect of the game, but I'd say it's worked well for him so far.
Here's Young. Yes, and it's AI picking up the assist.
You cannot lose focus in transition, especially when Young is determined to run right past you. The one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's his hand doing the slamming.
Ooh, man, he is smooth as silk, even on the power finish.
Just so pretty.
That's part of what makes him unique, that combination of the P&P, power and polish.
And the head coach of the Mad Ants, Gordon Keller, is a back-to-the-basics kind of coach. He's going to drill the fundamentals and accountability to this Mad Ants roster from the first whistle to the final horn.
Here's Andrews. And Andre Haji gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. And the Mad Ants call time here.
It looks like he saw some things out there that needed adjusting, and it's going to take a little time to talk it over.
Yeah, and never a bad idea to use a timeout if there's something that's got you concerned.
And they've been really controlling this one.
Never want to get too complacent, though.
Pass to AI. Trig a screen. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in.
And of course, AI, a name that might sound familiar to college hoops fans, had a good run, a big game in the Sweet 16, but ultimately the team came up just short. Still, showed some great potential in what was his final year.
Now here's Haji. He's got 8. AI outside. They set the screen. On the wing, Paul Tatum. Back to AI. Tatum. Yes, and it's AI picking up the assist. And AI, not the leader of the Bulldogs team, but he was a vital piece.
Yeah, wasn't the leader while he was there, as that role was filled by Corey Harris, but he certainly showed promise. Physically, it's always been there for AI, right? He just needed time to sharpen the mental aspect of the game.
And with Vlad the Impaler, they really run the offense through him.
Every set this team has makes the best use of having an elite center in the middle. Haji is a great presence on the floor, and it's no surprise they built the offense around him.
Now here's Daniels. 10 points for him. And here's AI outside. Knocks down the trifecta.
This defense is giving their shooters free reign to operate from beyond the arc.
And when you allow shooters to get going, then you're in trouble because they can hit even when they're well defended.
Haji, he's guarded by Grace. Haji, good.
And Andre Haji, better known as Vlad the Impaler, he is a handful of a center. Does everything you want from a big man, including scoring, defense, and setting up others on the offensive end.
Give an assist there, not for a pass, but for the solid screen set on the inside that freed him up and made the layup possible.
Pass to Fresh. AI with the block.
And really a big part of shot blocking is timing. AI showing that he's capable of rejecting shots.
And Daniels gets it to go. And with Haji, as you mentioned, it is the ability to create for others that's so special.
Very special, very skilled, very smart player. You know, it's rare to see a player of his caliber last long down in the G League, and I just think it's a matter of time before he catches on with an NBA squad. You just know there are scouts here watching him play.
Well, there's got to be teams that could use that kind of playmaking ability.
Absolutely.
Now here's AI. He's got 7. And there's the pick. Pass to Boss. Over Odom. And he misses it off the right side of the rim. On offense here, the Nets. Al Kelsey into the lane. That's tipped. Now Haji. Here's Fresh. Left side, Kelsey. Pass to Haji. Shoots over Grace. And he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
He's having quite the quarter here, shooting the ball really well.
Now AI. Screen by Grace. Here's AI. Count it.
This is AI's favorite shot. We've come to see him drain this time and time again.
And 3/4 of play in the books. This one's all but over already. The Mad Ants on top, opening a huge... And we're getting underway in the... So Long Island going with almost an entire new group here. 4th quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by now. And Calderon is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and they'll go to the line.
What I like about Joseph is that he's a coach on the floor, someone his teammates look up to, and that's what you want in a leader.
One item that stood out is their ball movement.
Things are definitely clicking, and more importantly, it's tough to defend.
Bryson Daniels drives in. Oh, draws the hard foul, and he'll head to the line.
And really, it's clear Daniels wants to impress. Thirsty to prove he's worthy of an NBA roster spot.
And he hits both from the stripe. Now, here's Russell. Pass to Odom. Now, here's Fresh. Poked away. 6 to shoot. And they're pushing it up the court. Here's AI, and he gets the bucket.
This is a serious game-clinching run they're on.
They are just not backing off, and they're going to close this one out in style. What a surge.
Give them credit just to finish this one off.
Up top, Price. Pass to Fresh. 13 feet out. And again, it's the Nets missing. They're enjoying a commanding lead.
And you know the best part? It gives them an opportunity to give their starters a rest.
Yeah, they might not have to come back in. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And the ball out of play, the Nets will have it. Now Russell, pass to Mack. Russell. There's a screen. Here's Mack. Daniels covering. Mack with it. From the arc. No good there. And there it is, the final whistle. Mad Ants win. Fantastic performance from the team to defend the home court.
And there were standout stars tonight, sure, but I like the way that the whole team, everybody, aimed to slow up Vlad the Impaler. That was a key factor in Fort Wayne coming out with the win.
Offensively, the Mad Ants seem to be gelling, and you can just see when this team is on the same page. And they gave us a peek of how deadly they can be on offense tonight.
And that's about all she wrote, folks. For Tim Sports and Brian Benefitemi, I'm Blake Suniga. Thanks for joining us on this presentation of G League basketball.
What's your name? You're working hard, right? Fighting?
Yeah, but I keep slamming into this wall.
Why?
I don't know. I'm doing everything right. I keep my head down. I grind.
But you're still hitting that wall. So climb over it. Find your way around it. Dig a tunnel underneath it. Do not think about this wall as a barrier. Think about it as a question.
What's the question?
When I was a little kid, I wanted a big sounding job, right? Just like everybody else. I wanted to be a doctor, lawyer, president.
Astronaut. I want to be an astronaut.
Right. But then I got older and my heart told me something else. Words. I loved how they sounded when I gave them context, purpose. I knew I wanted to be great at it. And everyone told me that it was impossible because of the barriers, right? I'm a female. The odds, the competition, I'd never be able to make it as a living. And unfortunately, they were right. Every single door that I knocked on was slammed in my face.
But you knew they were wrong.
I knew that I could write. But I had to think about why I was being rejected. What were my flaws? Regroup, rethink.
You went over that wall.
I built a ladder.
So, what happened?
Oh, it all fell apart, and now I just troll around at carnivals looking for stuffed animals to complete my collection.
Oh, right. See, that's impossible. Can't be done.
No, now I have a great career, and it pays me enough that it's my only job, and it continues to grow. I am a sports writer and owner of Wayne Hoops HQ.
Wait, Wayne, that's you? That's amazing. I read you, like, all the time. I always thought you were a guy.
Oh, okay, because girls can't write about sports?
Nah, the exact opposite. I always thought it was written by a dude named Wayne.
No, I'm just messing with you.
Okay.
I get that all the time.
Yeah, your piece about Ben Simmons' development as a passer, man, I read that like 50 times.
Thank you. Yeah. I did feel like going out with you was kind of touchy territory and crossing a line, so I kind of wanted to see how this went before I told you about it. What I do is very important to me, so anything that could call that into question is a red line.
Yeah, I totally get that.
I want to get you something before you leave.
Okay. Oh no.
Yeah,
What is,
company on your walk home.
Thank you. Thank you for this giant elephant.
No, you won't look creepy at all. Just tall guy, his stuffed animal.
I know exactly where this is going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where?
Rhymes with ash can? Yo, it's your boy AI coming at you from Fort Wayne, Indiana, all by way of China and the Shanghai Bears. What's up to my people out there? What's up, Wei? What's up, Zhang? What's up, Coach? Hey, Corey Harris, I'm coming for you, man. I'm not gonna take it easy on you, but man, we're gonna have a good time, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna be good. How was that?
Not magic, but it works. Yeah, it works really well actually. It's real. It's unfiltered, you know? It's gonna give me something to cut into the gameplay so that people get to know the real you.
Yeah, maybe, but I don't know, man. Like, I don't want to come off like I'm just trying too hard to promote me only. I want my game to speak first.
Your game is gonna speak for you, man. I'm gonna speak for you. There's nothing wrong with having a couple more voices in the room.
Look, hey, you gotta keep your wrist loose, all right? You're shooting too flat.
What do you care how I shoot? You're the one with the game coming up.
I know. Look, one more time, okay? Wrist loose, elbow in. Woo! That's right, baby. Feels good, right?
It does.
Hey, so, you think I screwed up with Nikki?
What, on that date?
Yeah. I think that she thinks I'm nervous around her now since she's a reporter.
Are you nervous?
Well, maybe, I guess, but I mean, it's not like because she's a blogger. I mean, I think about her all the time, like, she's in my head, man. Like, it's actually kind of nice. You know, it feels right. It feels like something's happening.
Wow. It's the unflappable AI finally getting butterflies.
I mean, I don't know, man. It's kind of like what Paul was saying about the city. Like, I've had girlfriends before, but I mean, not like this. Something about her just makes me feel like I'm home.
What? We open on the two of you driving through Amish country. You're going through one of those covered bridges. New idea. Yeah, you're wearing those hats and overalls. Yeah. You open it up on the 2-lane blacktop. You see those rows of corn going by. She's looking at you and you can see it in her eyes. You go, this is good, man. I can sell this. What are you doing this weekend?
All right, let's reel it in, Zach. Let's reel it in. All right, let's sell the game. Okay, let's focus on the game.
There's no line anymore, AI. It's all the same brand. You want to get to the next level? This is what you have to do.
Let's keep it at the game for now, okay, man?
That's not enough.
Well, it has to be. Okay? For now?
Fine. Yeah, for now.
Most exciting part of the G League this year. The NBA is not far away. Oh, AI, yo. Check out what your boy said about your boy.
Hey, man, get that phone out of my face, Marcus. Come on.
No, come on. You're going to hear about it anyway. I mean, it's everywhere.
Look, Corey Harris ain't the only player in the NBA.
Well, look. It's not just Corey Harris saying it. All of the Lakers are retweeting it. The timing could not be better for me. I mean, I got scouts coming to the stands. They don't want to miss the show. This is like chess. So who's winning space and who's head now, huh?
Yo. I don't want to disrupt your flow there, Bobby Fischer, but the scout ain't here for you. He's here for the Flying Dragon.
Please, I would have heard about
Listen, he's the Heat's new forward from China, and he is knocking on the door of a 48-inch vertical.
You talking about Han Shi?
Huh?
Yeah, the Flying Dragon.
Yeah.
He was on the Jets in China. I guarded him when he played us in Shanghai. He showed me up then, but I know his game now. I can take him.
No. The dragon is mine.
See, this ain't about just showing off some scouts, Marcus. This is about winning the game, man.
Hey.
This dude.
Forget about him. He may be here to scout the dragon. Doesn't mean you can't take his attention. Take it.
Yeah, but I can't beat the dragon by myself. But your game plays specifically to his weakness. So I'm gonna set you up all night, and we're gonna take that dragon down together.
All right.
Hello and welcome everyone to South Dakota. I'm Blake Suniga with my partners Tim Swartz and Brian Banafatemi. We have Mad Ants road action for you tonight as they travel in to take on the Sioux Falls Skyforce.
And although the Mad Ants can boast their own acquisition from China, the Skyforce, they can claim the same thing. Tonight, we are so excited. We'll get a chance to look at the man they call Flying Dragon, a fantastic forward prospect.
And it makes sense that the Skyforce land a Flying Dragon, right? You see what I did there? From all reports, Han Chi is pure dynamite once he takes off into the air.
Well, we're gonna see if young AI and crew can tame the dragon soon enough.
Well, you can't help but notice the raw athleticism of Flying Dragon. Can just blow by anybody.
Yeah, Flying Dragon's leaping ability is what jumps out at you, but he's very shifty and flexible, and he has a fantastic first step. One of the best athletes in all the G League.
It's such a treat to watch.
And it's Han missing. With the numbers he puts up, you figure it was just a matter of time. NBA teams have their eye on Young.
Not surprising at all, given his burst. The latest rumor is that the Lakers have the most interest in him right now, but a lot of teams could be looking at him late in the NBA season. The pick play worked ideally, gave him more than enough room to get that shot off.
And the foul called on AI. That is his first foul of the game. And just over a minute played here to start the game. Count it, good.
And this is big for your offense. When your big man can see the floor and make plays for his teammates, nice job by Evans. Well, you might have seen that article about Marcus Young recently. He's certainly a star in the G League.
Yeah, when you have the offensive talent that Young does and are as driven and ambitious as he is, you're destined for great things. Definitely a name to watch in the G League.
Yeah, one to follow, definitely.
He did so well to lead his teammate right to the ideal spot.
And the Mad Ants with possession. Pass to AI. 18 feet out, and the Mad Ants tack on two more.
Nice mechanics on the shot. AI is very gifted at cashing in from these in-between areas.
Han up top, and stolen by AI. The way that AI has come out firing in his first few goes with the Mad Ants, there is talk that he could garner NBA attention.
Exactly, Blake. If he keeps performing like he has and doesn't slip up, you have to think NBA teams simply can't ignore him. But, you know, the one thing is he can't get caught up in that. Just needs to go out and keep improving his game.
Take it day by day. The Skyforce trail. Here's Han. Sinks that one one from the post.
You have to appreciate the attack mindset of Han-Chi. Not worried about who's in front of him, just going about his business.
And without a doubt, Sioux City has been energized since bringing the Flying Dragon onto the roster.
Boy, when you add a dynamic athlete like the Flying Dragon, it brings a spark to the whole team. We saw the same effect happen when the Mad Ants got AI.
And when Young is in control of himself, he's a special talent, just a natural scorer who possesses a ton of confidence.
So both teams making some changes here. And so he makes them both from the line. Sioux Falls with the ball. A 4-point game. There's a screen. Jumper off the screen. The putback. Grace pulls it in.
You know, road life in the G League, it can be rough. Getting wins as an away team, it's no easy task because travel isn't as easy as it is in the NBA. A lot can go wrong on the road, and it feels like everything is stacked against you at times.
Here's Carter. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in.
Give an assist there, not for a pass, but for the solid screen set on the inside that freed him up and made the layup possible.
Man, as you said, road wins in the G League are never easy.
No, they're never easy. Come on, Blake. And it's not just the opposing crowds. You're sometimes getting in town late on a bus, sleeping in a strange motel. There might be bed bugs on your bed. And G League players truly feel what it's like to experience road weariness.
I mean, I'm feeling it right now.
Yeah, me too.
Well, the Mad Ants were excited to land AI, and he's continued to improve his game since he's arrived.
He has put in work and is razor sharp in his focus. Sometimes a player is a late bloomer, and that might be the case with AI, given how he's stepped his game up.
Now here's Boss. Screen by Grace. Here's AI. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, it's been a long time without a bucket. Focus.
Keith with it. Clock at 4. Pass to Jennings. Benjamin shoots over Carter. The Skyforce again can't hit. It's stolen by Evans. Here's Keith. Will not go, misses off the front iron. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Mad Ants out in front, up 9. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. Well, not exactly a neck-and-neck game, but as the second quarter starts, there is plenty of time for a comeback. And guys, what's your take on the Mad Ants so far?
Really just the start they wanted to this game. Solid offense through 1.
Not a lot of stalls for them on the offensive end here.
Daniels, covered by Keith. Shot clock at 6. AI outside. And Splitter pulls it down. Now here's Keith. D right on him. Blocked!
And really a big part of shot blocking is timing. AI showing that he's capable of rejecting shots.
Inside. And that basket pushed the lead to double digits.
Just talking with AI and the rest of the team, you get the sense that AI has really started to find himself on, and maybe more importantly, off the court. Having a few games under his belt with this team has put him at ease, and the results are visible on the floor.
That was a great pick that gave him the room to bury the jump shot.
Timeout called the Mad Ants. And we played just over a minute of basketball in the second quarter.
One thing with Coach Keller is that he wants to impact more than just basketball knowledge to his players.
Absolutely. Coach Keller is of that vein where he wants his players to experience life outside of basketball, to be well-rounded men in the community. I know it's something that the players get behind and appreciate from him.
Yeah, he's just such a great coach on and off the court.
Now here is Daniels. Out to the right wing. Here's Madison. AI outside. And it's Scooter Randolph with the jam.
Solid read from AI. When someone's open, he's good at getting it to them.
Pass to Roberts. Here's Splitter. He's guarded by Grace. They set the pick. Day with it. Splitter. Daniels covering. Roberts with the screen. Anthony Starks on the wing. Nailed from three-point land. The Mad Ants with the lead. Now Randolph. Outside Grace. AI. And there's the foul. It's on Roberts. That is his first foul of the game.
That's his first personal foul. Substitution on the court.
And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. AI outside. Clock at 6. Goes up on the baseline. Shot's good by Tatum.
Well, you might remember Paul Tatum had some time in the NBA, and there's a chance he could make it back. A few good performances at the end of the season. There's a chance he gets called back up to the NBA.
And the foul called on AI. That's foul number 2 for him. And the Skyforce making a change here. Pass to Lee. And here is Hahn, guarded by Young. And stolen by AI. Here's the break. Now Tatum.
2 minutes remaining.
AI. He's guarded by Lee. Back to Tatum. AI outside. 6 to shoot. A nice job coming off the screen. And with Tatum, as you said, it would most likely be his last chance on making an NBA roster.
And even though he isn't the youngest player on the roster, he still has the makeup to help an NBA team for a stretch run. If he gets hot, he could end up a 12th man on a team looking for a veteran presence, but he has to show that he can still be an impact player by putting up numbers in games like this one.
Now here's AI. 13 points in this game. Soft touch off the glass.
He's played an important role in their offense today. Without him, they might not be in front.
Roberts with the screen. A clear look for Han Chi. Misses off the left iron. Pass to AI. Now Randolph. Han defending. Trig a screen. Here's Young. And again, it's Fort Wayne.
Well, there's hot guys, and there's really hot. They can't miss.
Sometimes an individual will go on a shooting tear like this, but a whole team?
This is special, Brian. Well, you figured out it was just a matter of time before the Flying Dragon came over to the States. The numbers and performances he put up in China were absurd. And you just know that a team was going to take a closer look at what he could do over here on this side of the pond.
He hit a 3 in the first, but has been unable to capitalize here in this quarter.
Han, covered by AI. Han counts the basket.
This is the kind of thing NBA scouts are looking for. Han Chi showing the ability to finish through contact.
Trig a screen. AI outside. For 3, Paul Tatum. And released it in time, but it's off the mark. And so we've reached the end of the first half of play. The Mad Ants on top. They lead by 12. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out there for the start of the third quarter after the break. And welcome back as we begin the second half. So far, not a tightly contested game, but anything can happen. You look at AI in this game, he's been everywhere.
His play in the first half, it was very disciplined and efficient, guys. His shot selection was excellent.
That's right. You know, whether it's been from mid-range or in tight, he is taking only what the defense is giving him and just not trying to do too much. I like it.
It's stolen by Evans. And stolen by AI.
Trig's been developing his inside game, and easy to see he's making progress.
Now here's Ducey. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Back to Lee. There's a screen by Evans. Pass to Han. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Over AI. That one off the back iron and out.
Great looking defense to throw off his shot.
Yeah, turned it from a simple, straightforward look into a very difficult shot.
Such a beautiful pass to set that one up.
The pass might have been pretty, but the finish was angry.
Yeah, get out of that man's way.
That's what makes the alley-oop such a terrific play, though, when it's pulled off right.
Now a timeout called by Sioux Falls.
He's watching a lot of shots they normally make, rimming out, and it has to be frustrating. Maybe see if they can create some opportunities at the line.
That may be the answer for them, but you know, ultimately, I expect them to shoot their way out of this slump.
And Flying Dragon coming over from China, just like AI on the Mad Ants did.
The two, they had faced off against each other, had some great battles from what I've heard, and maybe that will carry over to this side of the Pacific.
Well, we can only hope. Now here's Young. The shot comes out. Good work defensively by Han Chi. Here's Lee. That one a little long.
They've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but in the rebounding numbers, too.
Yeah, it's been a gritty performance and a physical brand of basketball, but hey, that's how you win.
Bring your lunch pail. Very well executed pick to give him all kinds of space to get that one off. You don't get the name Flying Dragon by staying on the ground. He is sporting a 48-inch vertical. You combine that leaping ability with his height, and he might be one of the most feared aerial artists in short time.
And as you said with Flying Dragon, 48-inch verticals are something you just don't see.
No, you really don't see that too much. And to be able to get up like that with the frame that he has, there is nobody who can leap like that on this level or the next level. Look, the NBA is just waiting for the rest of his game to catch up, and he's going to be entertaining for years to come.
No doubt. Now here is Madison. AI high post. Here's Trig. Good, and the assist goes to AI.
One aspect of their play today that's been far superior is their passing.
And that kind of flow, it can be elusive. but the great offenses have it, and that's just what they've shown tonight.
And there's a whistle that goes on Han Chi. That's his first foul.
They get one to drop, 1 of 4 here in the third.
Magic Calderon on the wing. AI. There's a screen. Pass to Calderon. AI. Guarded by Jennings. Calderon with it. Jacks up a 3. Drains it from downtown.
Timely passing, leading to assists. That's been the recipe.
Everybody's been in sync. Just tremendous communication and awareness.
Now here's Day. Again, the Skyforce score. Now Daniels. Pass to Calderon. Madison. AI outside. To the inside. It's stolen by Benjamin. One-on-one, fast break. Here's the teardrop. Now here's Splitter. Starks, covered by AI. Here's Jennings. Pass to Benjamin. Goes back up. And he takes it up and lays it in. Timeout called the Mad Ants.
He wants to tinker with the game plan a little bit, and now is the time to do it.
Yeah, there were clearly some things going on out there he didn't like.
That's a good time to take a timeout.
Well, a handful of players on this Mad Ants roster could make the jump to the NBA someday. Howie Carter, not one of them.
Yeah, you know, Carter's a very talented player, but he doesn't have a standout skill that will land him on an NBA roster. He knows it, but just appreciates the process of trying to improve his game.
It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that one.
Very steady work they've been doing on the interior. Really a well-rounded effort overall.
Pass to Carter. Fires the 3. Laces one from 3.
It has been a three-point barrage for them since halftime.
Yeah, I don't know if it's been by design or by accident, but either way, it's been impressive.
Maybe the coach just went up to the board and just put a number 3 out there.
Now here's Martin's shot's good.
They're just killing them in the paint.
You can say that again. I mean, the defenders aren't being nearly aggressive enough down low.
They're just killing them in the paint.
Thank you.
AI with it. He's covered by Splitter. Trigger screen. Here's AI. Again, Fort Wayne.
Such a dominant force sometimes. It's fun watching AI catch fire and ride it for as long as possible.
From deep. Oh, no good, trying to beat the buzzer. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. The Mad Ants on top, leading by 17. We're gonna step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of quarter number 4 next. And thanks again for joining us. We'll see what happens in the fourth. Here's Keefe. Pass to Barton. Ducey. There's a screen. Ball's knocked loose. A difficult situation for Sioux Falls. Lee outside. On with it. Guarded by Young. Count that one.
Good job by Han Chi, not just roaming around the perimeter. He wants to be right in the thick of the action.
Trigg, covered by Ducey. And here is AI. Back to Tatum. Clock at 6. Pass to AI. Lets it go from deep. Trigger screen. AI outside. Tatum outside. Trigger screen. Back to AI. And it's off from three-point range.
Boy, I mean, there's no excuse for missing that shot after being straight up by the pick.
Yeah, I love that movement and communication, and coaches love that too. Came away empty, but they got the look they wanted.
Now here's Young. High post, Connor Trigg. AI. Tatum with the ball. Back to AI. Trigg a screen. Out to Tatum. AI on defending. The three from Marcus Young. Gets it to drop, and he's now shooting at a 5 for 8 clip.
They're not letting up, guys. They just keep coming at him.
And I think it's safe to say that lead is too big to overcome at this point. Just not enough time on the clock.
Yeah, absolutely.
Pass to Randolph. And here is AI. And it's good. Fought through contact, hit the shot, and he'll go to the line. Both teams will make substitutions.
And you see how hungry AI is. He wants to prove he has what it takes to perform at the next level.
And shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds.
Oh, look at that.
Watch out, you don't bring the whole basket down on top of you, fella.
Well, where were the refs? I didn't think he was ever going to let go of that rim.
Might as well enjoy the moment, you know, make it last a little longer.
Back to Daniels. AI. Screen by Grace. Lets it go from 14. That shot missing.
That's the shot he had to take.
No question. The decision was good, just didn't execute.
And that's the buzzer. Mad Ants win. They showed a lot of grit to come in here and walk out with a road win.
And coming out of Sioux Falls with a road win, it is no easy task. The Sky Firsts were fired up with Flying Dragon added to the team, but the Mad Ants were able to stay in control and put things away.
And I think the Mad Ants are the type of team to elevate their own level of play in order to spoil the debut of someone like Flying Dragon. Fantastic effort from them. And some momentum being built for the Mad Ants with this win. That'll be it for us here in South Dakota. For Tim, Brian, and everyone here, I'm Blake Suniga saying thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time.
Yo, AI.
So, you the big scout that everyone's been talking about. That's what you think, man. Am I finally walking?
Look, Coach Keller might seem like he has a bag of marbles in his head, but the dude knows the game, man.
I mean, that doesn't really answer my question, but...
I'm here, aren't I?
Something's still missing.
Marcus Young. Kid can play. A lot of eyes on him, too.
What's with you, man? I try to ask you a direct question, and all I get is this runaround. Like, I don't understand.
There you go. Like the world owes you a spot in the NBA.
All I do is work. That's all I do. And I just can't get a break. That's my problem.
You said it yourself. Something is missing. Don't ask me for answers you already have.
Well, so Marcus has this all figured out, and I don't?
Maybe. Look, I like Marcus' game. I've never talked to him. I don't know him. I do know you. People are starting to talk about you. You're making people's boards. Scouts are looking at you.
But there are a lot of other guys out there, too. And what separates you? Why should I pick you over Marcus?
Whoa.
What are we doing right now?
This is my teammate, Howie.
I know who he is. His form is impeccable. It's a work of art. The rest of his game is basically rec league, but his form should be taught in books.
You're Big Toonie, right?
I am.
Why isn't my hand going through you like it does with other ghosts?
Nope. We're not doing, nope.
The point is, AI, you're close. Just one missing piece.
He did say that thing about my jumper, right? I didn't just dream that?
Who raised you? That's what I want to know.
Oh, because I'm gonna make my future children so sick of that story, it's gonna be great!
Listen, I want you to start selling what Marcus Young is going to be 6 months from now. Then they're going to turn around real quick. Exactly. See, you and I are going to do great things. Watch. So I'm in Texas right now. We have one more game against the Vipers, but then after that, I want you to... Yeah, I'll call you back tomorrow. I didn't hear you.
It's your room, too. You can take a call.
Yeah, but I just didn't want to take it in the hallway because everybody would hear, be asking, like, Marcus, what's going on, you know? You know how it is.
Yeah, man, I get it. Yeah.
Only a matter of time.
All right, well, you know what? I'll let you get back to it. And I'm sure you got a few more phone calls to make.
Nah, I got too much energy. I'm about to go get a run in. You can take the room. Plus, you look real tired anyway.
You know, there's more to this game than taking the last shot and getting your numbers. Corey Harris taught me that.
Oh, really? Tell me more. Were you guys on the beach, under the stars?
Man, go take your walk, man.
I met plenty of people like you, AI.
You know nothing about me, bro.
You think you're special. You think the whole world revolves around your thoughts, your feelings. I got a family, and people counting on me just like you. There's 491 players in the NBA. Most of them, like Corey Harris, like blue bloods, so everything was just handed to them. The rest of us, we down here, and we gotta fight for the few spots that they didn't take. So if the only chance I have is by stepping over my competition, I'm gonna do that by any means necessary. And right now, that's you. You better believe if I gotta go through you, I'm gonna slice you right down the middle and clear that path.
Doesn't have to be that way, man.
It does have to be that way. And you know it. Even though your little girlfriend downtown got your brain off.
Don't you dare bring her into this.
Whoa.
Don't you dare talk about her.
Whoa.
Don't you dare.
Whoa. I touched the nerve. Try it again. I dare you.
Hey! Knock it off! Knock it off, guys! You lay one hand on him, and you're benched against the Vipers, okay? You too, Marcus. I'm serious. I don't know what started this, and I don't care. It ends right here, right now. You got me? Do you got me?
Yes, Coach.
Yeah, Coach.
Come on, guys. I came up coaching high school volleyball, okay? And those kids never gave me this amount of grief. Not once! Howie now.
Oh, dude, awesome. Yeah, we just gotta get you some earplugs.
Oh, Howie, do us all a favor, dude. Go to the drugstore, get one of those nasal strips, staple it to your nose.
Well, no, Doc says it's hereditary.
It's
so...
not. Why don't we try to act like adults, okay? It's clearly hard for us to behave like basketball players, so let's just be adults. All right, let's go, guys. Let's go hit the showers.
A 9-year-old Metro girl has a new lease on life thanks to surgery at the hospital for sick children. Tracy Hooper was given the liver of a 9-year-old accident victim in a 4-hour operation. Hooper is in critical but stable condition, normal after such an operation. Her condition will be monitored for 72 hours to see if there's any sign of organ rejection. Rick Manson's World Motion Tour is over, and what a success it was. Manson skateboarded across Canada in 11 months, raising over $14 million to fight heart disease. He covered over 5,000 miles, averaging about 100 miles per day. Manson says he wants to thank all who donated to his cause and wants to remind us that even though his journey is over, the battle against heart disease must continue. Tom and Harriet Banks are the lucky winners of this past weekend Super Lottery draw. The pair came forward to claim an $11 million prize.
Hey!
and face the media.
Oh, it smells like exhaustion and sadness in here. You're lucky I got some medication.
Why does this look like something I need an alibi for?
I know how you get hard on yourself, okay? So I was walking back from the pharmacy, anti-snore strips in hand, when I ran into this guy in the alley. And he looked tweaky, but he knew a guy who called a guy, and BAM!
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Hey, pretty sure fireworks are illegal here, bro.
Not when we're 5 miles from the Mexican border.
Somehow that makes him sound more illegal.
Will you relax? Fireworks are legal within city limits, and since we're in the middle of nowhere, you can lighten up, my friend. By lighting up. What do you say? I'm only gonna ask one more time.
Let's do it.
Hey, come on, man.
Oh.
Quiet down.
I'm not any louder than the fireworks are gonna be.
Look, I'm just trying to make sure the coach doesn't notice us. I'm already on thin ice.
Let's be honest, man. We played like garbage tonight. We were uptight. We were stiff. The road's getting to us. For the good of the team, man, you need to chill.
Right.
Blow
Listen,
off some steam.
I'm having a great time. I just want to make sure I keep having a great time by not getting caught.
Oh, well then. Here's a big old double shot of good time right here. I'll light one end, you light the other. Amen, let's not hit the bus.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I told you. Oh, I think I'm in love.
Oh, man. Oh, man. Howie? Yo, Howie? Howie? Yeah, I think it's time we,
Yeah, we're inside.
Okay, let's just say that this didn't happen.
What didn't happen?
Nothing happened.
Run! All right, everybody, listen up, listen up. Unfortunately, the fire department says the cause of this fire was most likely fireworks. Some kind of projectile. Pow! Okay, and I'm especially bummed because I lost all my cool clothes in the fire. Now the fire department has to go inside the building and make sure it's all safe for us before we return. And guess what? That's time we don't have. That might take all night. Howie.
Huh? Well, yeah.
Did you go to the drugstore?
No.
Get those breathing strips like I told you?
No. I mean, yeah, yes. Breathing clear, sir.
All right, good hustle.
Thanks, Coach.
The rest of you guys are gonna hustle onto the bus, and I'm gonna try to figure out who started this fire! What kind of basketball team burns down their own hotel? Onto the bus. Everybody.
You can't leave me hanging like that.
Hey, what you mean?
Come to our game against... ... that's all you said.
Oh, I'm sorry, my bad. I'm in our game against the Memphis Hustle. It's our last road game, the classic. Playing in the old school gym in Nicetown.
Yeah, I'll definitely be there. Can't wait to see you. What's wrong?
Nothing, just, the road, this game.
You're on the right path, AI. The bigger vision, it's there.
Yeah, that's what Big Toonie kept saying.
What? Big Toonie? That's like seeing Bigfoot or Einstein and they had an encyclopedic knowledge of the Euro step. You met him?
Yeah, I actually met him a couple times.
Okay, and this is the first time that you're telling me? This is the first thing we're talking about when I get into Nicetown. All right, get some sleep.
Yeah, that might be a problem.
How come?
Well, there was a fire at the hotel.
What? Are you okay?
Yeah, everybody's totally fine. It's just, just a crazy accident. But, we sleep on the bus tonight, so Never a dull moment.
I feel like I'm walking through an old shoe.
Boy, you need to show some respect. This place is basketball. And we are nothing without the old shoes that came before us.
Maybe we should focus on some new shoes.
Looks like somebody hit copy and paste 12 times on a computer.
Yeah, man, they even step the same.
Man, yo, your girl is a great writer. Tell Coach I'll be in a minute.
What?
We gotta step it up, y'all. We got 10 points to come back from. Look alive and start passing more.
What, you mean start passing to you?
I mean start turning the game up.
Oh, so if I give the ball to Howie every time, you'll be okay
Howie
with that?
not gonna make no shot.
Hey, don't drag me.
You only worried about this because you know that scout's in the stands again.
AI, Marcus has the matchup in this game. You know he has a point. You've seen it. If we're gonna win this, it has to go through him. Come on, bro.
Whatever you say, AI. We're behind you.
Marcus. Hey, you want to beat these guys? Let's do it together. Pick and roll.
What's the catch?
No catch. I'm about winning. That's how we do it.
All right.
Welcome back, everyone, to Memphis. First half is in the books between the Hustle and the Mad Ants.
And Memphis was able to jump out to an early lead, but you can't count out the very tough Mad Ants team.
I know this team has too much pride to not come out swinging and try and even things up early on here.
Second half just getting going, so let's move on to the action. Well, you watch Marcus Young play, and he just has an incredible burst with the ball.
And he has what I like to call sneaky speed. He'll surprise you or catch you off guard just when you think you know what he's up to and just go right by you.
Now here's AI. Pass to Trig. Good, and the assist goes to AI.
Trig's been developing his inside game, and easy to see he's making progress.
Here's Edwards, covered by AI. They double him with AI. From 7. And he can't bake that one in.
I have no doubt that Marcus Young will eventually get the call up. He's continued his development quite nicely here in the G League. Very talented guard.
Back to Young. Launches it. Buries the triple. Wow.
Well, that speaks to the intelligence of AI. Knows when one of his guys isn't being covered.
Knight with it. Triggs there. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. It's going to be on AI. First free throw is good.
And I like how big Knight plays. He knows how to use his body and to make an impact on both ends.
No doubt about it, the Memphis Hustle can play a very intimidating game of basketball.
The team comes at you in a measured and unrelenting way. It's like you're going up against a hive mind of players and coaches, and that's a daunting task.
Now here's AI. He's got 8. And here comes the break. Flash can't hit.
Man, and they're 1 for 4 to start the second half.
AI outside. Back to Young. It's stolen by Edwards. With his first shot attempt. And he misses it off the right side of the rim.
Well, when Paul Tatum is on the floor, he has just an incredibly soothing presence.
Yeah, Tatum just seems to calm everyone down, Tim. All the small mistakes start getting avoided. Players want to play for each other more. He definitely has an impact not seen on the stat sheet, just that it factor.
Yeah, good point, Brian. It is about more than the box score with him.
The Mad Ants trailing. And so it looks like the Mad Ants will retain possession here.
You know, he had no chance but to lunge for that pass to make sure it didn't get through.
And that was important. Probably would have been a quick 2 points if he doesn't knock that one out of bounds.
Good defense. Yeah, the defender, he didn't do much to fight around that screen, and it turned into a very easy basket.
Now here's Flash. He has 5. Young with the steal. And we're well into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Count that one.
And above all else, Coach Keller, he demands accountability, both on and off the court.
Keller is fair, but he wants people to take responsibility for themselves. That means on missed rotations on the floor and keeping out of trouble off of it.
Stolen by Boss. Up ahead. And finished off by Marcus Young.
Well, when they desperately needed to get things turned around, they were able to do it and get back into this game.
And it was their defense, just as much as their offense, that served as the catalyst and allowed them to put this run together.
What a display.
Memphis calls timeout.
He's trying to take the win.
And with the Hustle, you know you're going to get a lot of consistency. They just don't have off nights.
Pass to AI. With some arc. And a basket by Randolph.
That's just great ball movement.
And that's keyed this run. Passing it with a purpose. The D has not been able to keep up.
Now here's Ellis. And here's Walker. Guarded by Calderon. From downtown. Conley's shot's good.
They just refuse to go away and are slowly pulling back into this one.
Well, they've just got no quit in them. They know they can't cut that lead down all at once, so they just keep chipping away at it piece by piece.
Yeah, you got to play good defense and good offense.
And for Howie Carter, he does a good job creating for others.
Yeah, Carter, he's not the type of player who's going to drop 30 on you, but he does have a very steady impact with his ability to create space.
Now here's Ellis. Pass to Dedman. They set the pick. Now Walker. He's covered by Randolph. Takes the 3. And it's Walker missing. And here are the Mad Ants, trailing by 5. To the paint, Calderon. Nice pass, led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
This has been a great job of getting into the middle of that defense and scoring from the paint.
You know, really, that's why they're on this run. You get that close to the hoop, and it's a lot easier to drop shots there.
And what a matchup it is between the Hustle and Mad Ants. Two teams with two very different approaches.
Well, you think of all the characters in the Mad Ants, and it's the polar opposite of the straight-laced Hustle. It's a clash of ideology on the floor.
Now here's AI. Here's the pick. Inside, Calderon. Conley with the rebound.
It's been a difficult game for them offensively, and it's costing them big time.
Buries it from outside. And with the Memphis Hustle, not a lot of characters on the team.
It is hard to point out a player that can separate themselves from the rest of the team. PR, they have a hard time marketing them, but they are effective where it counts on the floor.
Well, maybe you should get out there, Tim.
Unbelievable basket. With the huge height disadvantage, I thought for sure he'd be denied.
Not when the game's hanging in the balance. He was going to get to the rim no matter who was standing in his way.
Boy, that guy's got some guts.
The Hustle with the lead. Pass to Hawkins. Back to Edwards. Knight with the screen. They set the pick. Hawkins outside. 6 on the shot clock. Edwards with the ball. Buries the triple. Wow! Well, one thing that you can say about the Hustle is that they play incredibly well as a unit.
This group is the very definition of what it means to be a team. I mean, if you look up team in a dictionary, this team will probably pop up. They play with a single purpose, no antics or egos, and they always show up to win.
Now here's Edwards. Pass to Hawkins. Wade, Knight with the screen. And it's Cameron Wade penetrating. Right side, Edwards. Now here is Wade. Shoots over Randolph. Another one falls for Memphis.
Well, one thing you know with the Hustle is that they are going to be focused all game, Ryan.
At times, the group has been called emotionless, but I think that's unfair. The Hustle never get in their own heads, no matter if they have a big lead or a big deficit.
And I like that even keel attitude.
Now here's AI. Knight with the steal. Now Edwards. Pass to Conley. Knight with the screen. Wade. From 12 feet out, another one falls for Memphis.
Well, if it wasn't already out of reach, it is now thanks to the spurt that they're having.
And why put on the brakes now, Tim? I say just keep on firing.
Man, Brian, you want to run up the score?
Now here's AI. The kick out to Young. AI. And that one drops for him.
I love the fearlessness. AI doesn't get nervous when the defense is on him inside.
And these guys have had some good motion on offense. Nice assists.
When everybody's involved offensively, it's in a way helping you defensively.
And that's the horn. Memphis Hustle come away with the win.
Yeah, you know, with the way the Mad Ants fell back in the first half, you knew that it was going to be a tough road for them to get a win. Credit to Memphis to sticking to their game plan and not trying anything fancy.
That's what the Hustle is all about, and that's what works for them. The advantage they built just too much for Fort Wayne to overcome.
And that's going to be all for us, folks. I'm Blake Suniga, signing off. Good night.
Nikki, hey.
Hi, yeah, first of all, this is totally fine. We can fix this. I only wanted people to know about the fire so that we could see that you guys had a rough night. You know, I thought it'd be a good story before or after a game, whether you won or lost. Mad Ants rise from the fire to play again.
Slow down. What are you talking about?
After I published the story, websites started posting links to the video. You should have told me what really happened. I never would have written anything. I didn't know there was a video.
Come on.
I've got this. I know how to handle this.
Wait for me outside, okay? Wait for me outside.
All right.
Don't say anything. Just watch this.
I'll light one end, you light the other.
Oh, no! Oh! Yeah, I think it's time we,
Yeah, we're inside.
Okay, let's just say that this didn't happen.
What didn't happen?
Who posted this? Coach, I just think I should know who recorded this if it's gonna be treated like evidence.
What did I tell you when I took you on? I talked about discipline and control and respect. You don't have any discipline or control. You just lost my respect. You know what else? You lost your place on this team.
It's over. Everything I've worked for was just wasted, gone.
You can get past this. Spin it, apologize.
Look, I'm not some star player who just sent out a few bad tweets, Nikki. I'm nobody. When you're nobody, they have no reason. They need one reason just to say no, and I served it up. I served it right up to them.
Start over.
I'm sick of tired. I'm so sick of starting over. You said you wouldn't have written anything.
What are you talking about?
The video. You said if you knew about the video, you wouldn't have written anything. Is that true?
I don't like where this is going, AI.
This is your job. This is what you do. You wrote the story, Nikki.
You think that I'm going to ruin your career for a couple of retweets?
Do you know
what is
where
wrong
that video
with you?
came from?
What does it matter where it came from?
Because it had to be Marcus.
I don't know. You can check a couple original postings if you do some digging. So what?
You wrote the story, Nikki. You wrote it. People piled on, but you started this. You wrote it. This is your fault, Nikki. This is your fault.
This was a mistake.
What do you mean?
I told you the first night that we went out what my line was,
No,
and
Nikki.
you crossed it.
Okay, look, I'm sorry. I didn't mean it.
Get out.
No, Nikki, I didn't
Find
mean
your own way
it.
back to Fort Wayne.
Marcus the Legend? Didn't even bother to change your username, did you?
You look upset.
You a snake.
Hey, man, I told you I would do everything I have to do to climb over you. And you just happen to be careless enough to turn your back on me. You'd be lying if you said to yourself that you wouldn't do the same thing. So, checkmate. Game over.
Oh, man. I had a friend once tell me that people can recognize desperation just as quickly as talent. And I didn't listen to him. I mean, I knew he was talking to me, but I just figured, you know, just words. I didn't care. But I get it now. In this exact second, me running in here, hollering at you, getting caught up in all this, the league. Seeing you now is like, it's like looking in a mirror. And if that's what it takes, I don't want it. So yeah, man, you gonna get the call now, sure, but it won't last, Marcus. Teammates, coaches, they gonna smell it on you, all that fake hustle, that locker room chess. You're just gonna grind yourself straight back here to where you started. Just a sad weekend amateur, struggling to put a ball through.
Cool story, bro. Seriously, like, beautiful, amazing story. I liked it so much. I'm going to text you a picture of my first game check. Why are you still here? We're done, right?
Yeah, man. We done.
You're done.
I didn't look so bad. You didn't. You recorded that whole conversation.
I did.
He doesn't know I'm helping you, does he?
Listen, you made the right call by posting that video. Together, you and I, we're gonna do great things. No one I ever want to see him on another roster after this, unless it's like a local rec league. So, what do you think?
I got some old videos. I can make it work.
Yes.
What's your name? What's your name?
This is AI coming at you from Indiana, all by way of China. It's just gonna be a matter of time before the NBA sees what I can do. Fort Wayne, I can't wait to kiss his sorry excuse for a town goodbye. Corey Harris, I'm coming for you. You're gonna be buried right next to Marcus Young.
No, that's not me!
Hey, excuse me, hey. Your busboy Zach Coleman, is he here?
No.
Well, when's he gonna be back? I need to talk to him.
I don't know. He's off in the NBA, living his dream, managing Marcus Young. We're all very proud.
I know, Marcus Young?
Yes.
That's what he said?
Yes. Friendly piece of advice.
Fort Wayne, I can't wait to kiss his sorry excuse for a town goodbye.
I'd try to find somewhere else to eat.
I'm very excited to be here with the Spurs. I mean, I'm also excited to experience the great town of San Antonio. It's a dream come true. Honestly, I'm really humbled by it all. It's the opportunity to be a part of such a great basketball legacy. Everything that Popovich is...
Y'all pretty brave. Being seen out in public with career kryptonite.
Don't forget Fort Wayne's most hated.
Right? Old boy at the burger stand even charged me full price today.
Earl? He never asked full price.
Uh-huh. And then he charged me extra for pickles. And he said, "Have a nice day, IA." Which I didn't totally get, but I assume was an insult.
Nah, I think that's just Earl. He calls me Bert. Even if I correct him, he's still like, "Have a great day, Bert."
So what y'all doing here?
News. You hear about this guy?
No. What?
Bought himself a fishing boat.
Yeah, it looks like I'm not gonna be getting that 12th man spot. So, it's over. Moving to the Keys, let my belly grow.
Got room for one more?
Hey, no way, man. I'm bored that thinking. It's a slippery slope to early bird specials and afternoon bingo games with blue hairs.
Oh, baby. That does sound good.
Look, I'm just saying. I don't know how to fish and I get seasick, but I learn pretty quick.
You're not listening to a word I've said, have you? Hey, you're not gonna spend your time wasting your career on a boat with me. AI.
I got no offers, man. Season's done for me. I don't know, man. Maybe my career's done.
We see right through it. You'll be screaming for a training camp in a month.
Doesn't matter how loud I scream if no one wants to hear it.
Read this.
What is it?
An article. I'm about to publish it on the tape that Zach and Marcus made.
Wait. The audio? You were able to...
I made a couple calls. I had an engineer friend of mine prove that your rant was edited.
This is... Nikki, thank you.
I mean...
Thank you.
Well, what they did was wrong, and they deserve to be called out.
Look, Nikki,
Wherever you end up, try and remember this place. These faces. Make sure they stay a part of you.
Hello?
Have trouble finding me?
Kinda hard to miss, bruh.
Now, you showed me something back in Shanghai when you helped me up from that dunk. I knew the idea of a bigger picture was in you. I'm sure things got awkward in LA, but I've been checking your season here and there. You look good. Focused. On point. And then
didn't work out the way I hoped. That's all.
I knew something was off. I called Tatum. He told me what happened, about how you set him up against a dragon, how you sacrificed in front of the scouts, how you let Marcus shine in Hoosier Gym. So I checked the tape.
Yeah, what'd you think?
We got one game left this season. It's for the 8th spot in the playoffs.
Against the Spurs and Marcus Young.
Hmm? He's blowing up. Every game putting up bigger numbers. If he's playing at 100, he's gonna roll us. And our guy who usually guards him is out, so we figured you might want to take him. You know his weaknesses, and that's why you're here. Trial. One game. Show us what you got. If you shut him down, you seize your opportunity, you'll be in the league to stay. Have your choice of teams next season. Teammates? One more time? What do you say?
I won't let you down.
The Lakers aren't doing me a favor, AI. You earned this.
What's your name?
Don't overextend.
Marcus will make the mistakes if you let him flow to you naturally.
Man, I am nervous.
I know. It'll keep you on edge, okay? Visualize. Execute.
So, how's Fort Wayne?
Cold. Snowy. This is your time, AI. Take it.
I just wish this wasn't over.
It's not over. We'll just be something else.
Will I see you again?
I hope so.
AI.
Coach Stackhouse, hey.
It's good to see you.
You too.
Just wanted to congratulate you.
Thank you. Listen, I know we didn't get off to a great start.
Are you kidding? I didn't have to deal with your drama. Now I'm lousy with hoagies. Best of every world.
Okay, that's good. That's good. I'm glad.
And I just wanted to announce you have a starting place in the lineup for South Bay.
What?
I'm yanking your chain.
Oh, okay.
You get out there and knock them dead tonight. Laker.
Thank you.
Now's the hard part. You gotta stay here.
No, man, I already told you Marcus Young does not appear for anything less than $50,000. Well, does he get to keep the ride? Okay. Yeah, he'll think about it.
You get better reception outside.
Nah, it's okay. I did what I needed to do. Everything good?
Yeah. It's great, man.
That's great. Awesome. Wow. Look at you. I'm
thought
proud
Marcus
of you.
was an easier coat to ride.
Oh,
so you
hold
threw
on.
me away the second you realized I had other plans than being a mercenary, take no prisoners killer.
Man, I don't know what you're talking about here.
Only you could have helped Marcus edit that audio.
Look, man, I want you both to succeed, but sometimes you gotta make a choice.
This area is for players, staff, and approved guests only. You none of those.
It's a business, man.
Not if I can help it.
And one of the feel-good stories of the year, the emergence of AI. Worked his way through the G League.
He's still learning how to create for others, but he's a great prospect.
Trust me, this guy's like double-sided tape. He gonna be sticking, Harry.
AI's first taste of the NBA.
What's up, guys? You're here with the first ever NBA 2K League champions, Knicks Gaming, and you're watching 2K TV.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hey everybody, Ernie Johnson here with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. We're wrapping up the NBA regular season in style here on 2K Sports. And the pregame warm-ups wrapping up out in Los Angeles, where it'll be the Lakers going up against the San Antonio Spurs. Checking out the Spurs, they're sitting at 500 over the last 10 games, kind of treading water. They'd really like to make a splash over the next few games.
Good luck, Marcus.
Please. Enjoy your first and last game in the league, chump.
Two conference rivals C-Web squaring off tonight. A little extra. You can feel it riding on this one.
Oh, yeah. You know how the conference rival games go. These games can mean a lot at the end of the season when you're talking about playoff seeding, tiebreakers, all that good stuff. And there's never been anything wrong, in my opinion, with a little mutual dislike. I mean, there are no friends when you step between these lines.
Now a chance, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. The starting five on the floor. On the court for San Antonio. Inside, it's the veterans, Aldridge and Gasol. Green is out there with Young. And it's Anderson in at the small forward. 3 on the clock. Stolen by Anderson. In transition, here come the Spurs. Outside Aldridge. Green kicks to Gasol. Aldridge a screen. Lopez against Gasol. They get a hand on it. Now here's Ball. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game. AI passes to Harris. Back to AI. 6 on the shot clock. The Lakers need to get a shot off here. Lopez. And good coming on the assist by AI.
Comfortable taking high-pressure shots. Lopez is great at staying aware of the clock situation.
Beyond the arc. Young's shot is off. Here's Los Angeles now. Here's Ball. And he banks in the layup.
Yeah, good awareness there. He sees an opening and doesn't hesitate.
Well, that opening right there, that's just because the defense failed to rotate.
Gasol, a screen on Ball. Young passes to Gasol. Count that bucket.
And the wherewithal from Gasol there, nailing the shot despite the tough defense all over. And Pau Gasol really on the tail end of what has been a Hall of Fame career. He's a 2-time champion, international star, nothing left to prove, but still manages to put up points with his sharp approach to the game.
Now, here's AI. Stolen by Anderson. Oh, and here comes Anderson all alone. And finished off by Anderson.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Fellas, that's just like it's supposed to work. Don't give the D a chance to set up.
And here is Green, following the three-pointer by AI. Aldridge, the pass to Young. And Anderson has it in the corner. A three-pointer, no good. Lakers have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. Kuzma with a screen on Anderson. AI passes to Kuzma. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
The mobility of Kuzma coming into play there. Outstanding at setting good screens and rolling fast.
And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game. And C-Web, so many talk about the 2001 Lakers and how they might be one of the greatest teams to ever play. You saw their talent firsthand. What do you think?
I think they had Kevin, a Hall of Fame coach, 2 of the greatest players to ever play the game, Shaquille O'Neal and Kobe Bryant. And right there, that 15-1 in the playoffs, that's the gold standard. I mean, Kobe and Shaq were very motivated that year, and I think they're in the conversation for best team ever.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles. Zubac is checked in for Lopez. Julius Randle comes in for Kyle Kuzma. Josh Hart, he's checked in for Harris. And it's Isaiah Thomas in for Ball. It's Thomas outside, and again Los Angeles with the triple.
The quickness to get in position, the quick shot release. IT in space on the perimeter, just a nightmare to defend.
Gay kicks to Murray. Laverne passes to Murray. Second shot opportunity, rejected by AI. And here we go, fast break, and AI's got it.
And Corey Harris, a star player in college, a very polished product when he came into the NBA, and he just looks like a natural leader out there on the floor.
Harris quickly becoming, Greg, one of the bigger names and stars in the NBA. I know this team was simply ecstatic to land him on draft day, and he's a big part of their future. 6 to shoot, and Laverne kicks to Murray. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It's on Isaiah Thomas. San Antonio shooting their second and third shots at the line right here.
Yeah, and over the course of the season, they're a respectable 78%. That comes in handy in close games.
Mills, he's checked in for LaMarcus Aldridge. Thomas passes to AI. Randle, a screen on Gay. Inside, and Randle throws it down.
Now, what I do love about Randall as a screener is he's always a threat to roll off, even if ultimately he doesn't.
And Mills kicks to Laverne. And Ginobili wide open. He shoots. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Ginobili's got his first 3 points of the game. Lakers leading by 4. Thomas dishes to AI. They set the pick. Randall a screen on Ginobili. It's AI with the drive. Outside Thomas. Shoots over Mills, and he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
Look at that, Kevin. Look how smooth that stroke is. Thomas is a knockdown threat from mid-range.
And so it's Los Angeles with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. We'll get right back to the action when we return. The veteran Pau Gasol has been a part of championship-winning teams before. He spoke about what it will take for this team to win it all.
And it's up to us to kind of bring our best game, best effort every single night, and understand that, hey, we have an opportunity here. You know, it's something that we should put our entire minds and hearts into if we want to have a chance.
Teamwork and great chemistry so important.
And no question about it. When everyone's working together, the team can become greater than the sum of its parts.
Last day of the regular season, C-Web. The postseason's around the corner. Talk about some of the changes we're now going to see from the regular season to the intensity of the postseason.
Well, first of all the crazy fans now get crazier.
Yeah.
The intensity inside the stadium revs up tenfold. Everything gets turned up. The stakes, the energy. I mean, each possession gets valued a whole lot more. And so it's a lot of fun. How do you have that balance of having to value the ball a little bit more, but still have to play with the freedom during the regular season that'll keep the pace going? It's a fine dance, and only the real good teams can master that.
You know you're watching a playoff game. You're right. Good answer. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, LaMarcus Aldridge and the Spurs got through some tension in their relationship early on. Now, Greg Popovich said it became apparent that it really was me. He'd been in the league for 9 years. I'm not going to turn him into some other player. That was just silly. So we took care of it, and he's been fantastic. Guys?
That's why Pop is the best in the business, DA. He's always going to figure it out. Thanks. Harris outside. Pass to AI. Lopez, a screen on Anderson. AI passes to Lopez. Rejected by Gasol.
And really, Gasol does an incredible job getting his hands up in the air, which results in a ton of rejection.
And there's the foul. It'll go on AI. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot 2.
And you watch Kyle Henderson out there. They call him slow-mo for how he moves on the court. Just one of those jack-of-all-trades type of players on offense, and wasn't known for his defense, but has put in a lot of work to improve in that area.
He gets that one. Kuzma's got his second basket.
Good at taking initiative inside. Once Kuzma is near the hoop, he's focused on scoring.
Stolen by AI.
And up until very recently, AI was grinding away in the G League. And from what I hear, he made a lot of progress with his approach to the game and fine-tuning his skill set.
And more, Greg, there are players who just figure it out when they get in the G League. You wonder if AI is the next player to make a successful leap. And 1:01 left in the first half. Clock at 6. And here's Anderson for 3. Buries the long-range jumper. Anderson's got 8 points here in this quarter.
And now he's taken a solid opening in the quarter and built on it here in the second.
Ball kicks to Harris. The pass to AI. 41 seconds left to play in the first half. Here's Ball. And another three for the Lakers.
Okay, we got a nice little back and forth going here.
And I love it, Greg. Both sides inflicting damage from the perimeter. We'll see how the defense is adjusting.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
And Ball slams it in.
Progressing on the offensive end on the floor is crucial. Ball continues to have games like this.
Young outside. Gasol. It's good on the putback.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
There's AI with a three. That misses. Would have counted had it gone in. Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime. Third quarter just about to get going here in what has been so far a runaway game. We're seeing a tremendous game from Lonzo Ball.
And through the first two periods, it seemed he got to the paint whenever he wanted to, just a slasher's mentality.
Yeah, when you're trying to check a guy like that, you have to move your feet laterally, defensively. That didn't happen.
Lonzo Ball out there with Harris. Then it's Brook Lopez. Then it's AI. And it's Kuzma in at the 4 slot. And that's the group for Luke Walton as we begin the second half.
I'm sure he loves that matchup. He gives him a big size advantage down low.
AI, the screen. Ball dishes to AI. Lopez, a screen on Young. Down low. And the dunk by Lopez.
He just keeps everybody in sync. Think about it. AI feeds off that, and there's no better way to do it than with the pick and roll.
Young passes to Anderson. Green, the screen. Anderson with the ball, working on AI.
Look, it hasn't happened yet, but he's got time to find his rhythm, and if he does, they can turn this thing around quick.
Here's Ball. Yep, it counts. Ball's got 14 points.
For Luke Walton, he's definitely a coach players like to play for. I mean, it helps that he was a player not too long ago. Both stars and role players appreciate the candor and the opportunity he provides them.
San Antonio calls timeout. And with Walton, you hear players talk about the leeway that he allows them.
And that extra bit of trust Walton gives goes a long way. It's why so many rookies have been able to flourish under him. Young players develop when you let them learn on the fly, and Walton has done a good job of creating that environment.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles. Randall's checked in for Kyle Kuzma. Josh Hart comes in for Harris. And it's Isaiah Thomas in for Lonzo Ball. Lopez over to help. And Laverne kicks to Anderson. Aldridge against Randall. Just 5 to shoot. Aldridge, the pass to Anderson. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. 12 points for him.
The location of that assist was awesome. That was a sweet deep pass.
Passes it to AI. Lopez a screen. AI passes to Lopez. He got right to the cup using that screen. And the Lakers lead by 15.
Rock solid start for them. I mean, they're 3 for 3 since coming out of the locker room.
Young against Thomas. And Young kicks to Anderson. And the rebound goes to Lopez.
His percentage from the field is not very strong this quarter.
Here's AI. AI double teamed. And there's Lopez. That's good on the assist by AI. And it's 8 points for Brook Lopez.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Young outside. Aldridge a screen. Here's Ginobili, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. The back-to-the-basket scoring, obviously more uncommon these days than it was in the past. Can we even say now with any kind of certainty, Chris, who has the best hook shot in the game?
The best hook shot in the game, by far, still belongs to Tony Parker. No, he is not a big man, but he did lead the league in paint scoring was in his prime. Now a little bit older, he can still get to it. When Tony Parker gets in that paint, Kevin, he has the best jump hook. When I played in the game, the only guy that I respected their jump hook as much as mine. Oh, no kidding, Kev. He still has the best jump hook floater in the game. That's right, that man Tony Parker.
Last game for the Spurs. They want to turn it around after the loss to the Pelicans in New Orleans.
And really, man, they played their hearts out. Missed a couple opportunities down the stretch, and that was the difference.
Absolutely right, Greg. That's all it takes. A play here, a play there, a detail that isn't accounted for, it stings.
Los Angeles leading by 15. Caldwell Pope with a wide open look. Good on the three-point shot. Caldwell Pope's got 5 now.
And Caldwell Pope can be a volume three-point shooter, meaning when he gets a lot of attempts from there, he can fill it up from downtown.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, guys, we see new players coming into prominence for the San Antonio Spurs. Now, Greg Popovich gives his veterans credit for accepting it gracefully and helping the young guys be successful. He says it's a tribute to their character and awareness. Kevin?
Well, they certainly have established a great culture in San Antonio. Really something. DA, thank you. Goes up to the stripe, and that one comes up a bit short. Spurs trail by 18. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Murray kicks to Aldridge. In the corner, it's Ginobili. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. LA's gone 6 of 7 from long range tonight. They've been on fire from way outside. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And Caldwell Pope gets the basket.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agendas.
Caldwell Pope against Murray. He kicks to Aldridge. And the shot goes down.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers taking a 19-point lead into the break. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. Back to the action after this word. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, it's also called making a good read. Understand.
And Los Angeles with some changes. Luol Deng is checked in for Kyle Kuzma. AI comes in for Harris. And it's Tyler Ennis in for Ball. And San Antonio also making a switch.
All right, everybody, hold up. Hey. Keep it tight. Don't let up on Marcus. You got that? Yeah, we clear. I understand. All right, man. Now, look, let's bring this W home. Bring it in. Let's do it. Ready? Right.
A different look now for San Antonio. Laverne, he's checked in for Gay. Davis Bertans comes in for Murray. And it's Green in for Young. For Los Angeles, they've gone 5 of 12 from the field entering the fourth quarter.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for Los Angeles.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And the effort here tonight, adding to the W column for the season. It'll go down as their 48th win.
And they've really had a dominant run of games against this opponent this year. They played them 3 times and won every one.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Lonzo Ball.
Even when the entire defense was focused on stopping him, they couldn't slow him down. I mean, a terrific offensive player.
On the court for San Antonio, Mills teams up with Green to make up the backcourt. Laverne out there with Pau Gasol. And it's Bertans in at the 3 spot. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. He used that pick to perfection.
And leaving nothing to chance here on this game-clinching run.
Yeah, that offense shifted into high gear. I love the attack mindset.
Mills passes to Gasol. Good-looking screen by Gasol. Offensive rebound. And Laverne kicks to Bertans. Knocked loose. Stolen by AI. For the three. That's good.
And giving the fans what they came to see, a spirited performance.
Yeah, with a double-digit lead at this point, they can pretty much mark this one up in the win column.
So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.
That's it, folks. The NBA regular season is in the books.
Hey, Big Toonie. Hey, I didn't think I'd see you here.
I'm here as a fan, not as a scout. Thanks for the show.
Hey, man, so what you think? Am I running yet?
Hey, this is just the beginning, kid. But you're going to have a lot of teams to choose from this summer. I'll make sure of it. Welcome to the NBA.
Hey, thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm just here to check out the new talent. This is the future of the game right here.
Hey, stop recording my face, bro. This is your boy right here. This is Star.
Hey, you had a tremendous game tonight, and I'm sure there'll be many more to come. But let's start with your name first, AI. What does that stand for?
That's my name.